It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Can't land the jab there. Well done with that counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Insane action. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma. On to the second round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can you continue?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, but look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one. Then he's out of there.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
And he misses with that straight left. Just missed with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And there's the bell for round 3. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Beautiful counter punch. Missing with the left hook. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Lomachenko. On to the fourth we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Crawford is dazed. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
These two fighters are made for one another. His jab just got blocked. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. After what we saw in that...
Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down.
Time for the fifth round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense. defense all the time. Nice counter shot. It's bombs away. Nice defense with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. There's the bell to start round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. The courage on display here is incredible. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch.
A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Crawford in that.
Back into the fight that round.
And there's the bell for round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
So much firepower here. Both men step back for just a moment. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, down goes Lomachenko. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching.
Round 8, and we're off again. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3.
And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you all right?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Can't score with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Looks like he's gonna survive the round here, but just barely. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You got a swarmer on your case. You know you got to fight. You got to hold him. You got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when they come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high, because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Miss with that jab. Couldn't land that jab. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
And there's the bell for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Got him with a left jab. Did you see that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside.
Sometimes I've been in with fighters that don't know what to do, don't have to break it down. Then you get a little dirty.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no...
Don't worry about it.
On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
The straight right just misses. The straight right just misses. No rest for the weary. Can't land the jab there. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You gotta ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Slip to avoid the jab. Both men step back for just a moment. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nobody home with that hook. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about what?
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time on. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just misses with that jab. He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. They miss with the jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They miss with that jab. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That jab was blocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. You know,
You let him back into the fight that round.
there's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
He blocks the jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Rocky Marciano, who hits a counterpunch. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's
Switch on. Switch on.
And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
There's a counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That will do it. They want no more. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Neither fighter willing to slow down. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good looking jab. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. talk about Ali in that last.
What are you doing?
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
They block that jab. You'd like to see more jabs. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fighters can do that.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's get it started in round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you all right?
Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Wilder in that last.
Focus. Big breaths.
Here we go to the 4th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. A well-placed hook. Oh, look at that left jab. Catch and shoot. Deontay Wilder just got clipped. And down goes Wilder. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your gloves.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to pause. Walk around the ring.
The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a...
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And there's the bell to start round 5. Who do you think's got more in the tank, Johnny, as both fighters went to the canvas last round?
That is showing the fitness. That is showing the stamina. That is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger.
Whoa, did you see that? That punch to the head looked so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Brilliant hook there. A perfect counter shot. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. Good defense on that left hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Just avoids the left uppercut. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Lucky Marciano was supposed to be the one knocking this guy out. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
God, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? And excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Down goes Frazier. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
So then look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. It's a knockout. Hold that thought. Rocky Marciano in trouble. Do you believe this? That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. That'll be a 10-8 round.
What are you doing? Come on.
There's the bell to start round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Are we witnessing one of the all-time greats go down? Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Show us something, Rocky. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
A perfect counter shot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Are we about to witness history? The great Rocky Marciano in serious trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself.
Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all right?
A borderline disastrous round.
Big deep breath.
Here we go to the fourth round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Looking to land the hook. Missing with the hook. Is Frazier in trouble? Frazier still standing.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Marciano fighting to survive. He's never been knocked out. Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Even I.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your glove.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Gotta waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta paw you. Walk around the ring. You just gotta make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's gonna get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. It's not over till it's over.
Back into the fight that way.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know he's like...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Rocky Marciano covering up, trying to buy some time to get out of trouble. I thought that was... Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down! Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Clearly his opponent was too much for him and he's thrown in the towel.